set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up! It's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend to me. It's not working out.
Hello, Miami. Thank you so much for watching 305 Sports Now. I am your host, Will, and thank you for joining me this weekend as I will begin my conversation about speaking out about a Miami Hurricane true freshman wide receiver, Joshua Moore. Joshua Moore, the four-star wide receiver who was committed to the Florida Gators and flipped and became a Miami Hurricane, has been turning heads in off-season workouts from what I've been hearing on shows like Locked On Canes, etc. A little bit about him. If you don't remember, I did cover him about 4 months ago when he committed to the University of Miami. He's 6'4", 205 pounds, again, out of West Pembroke Pines, okay? He's, again, turning heads in off-season workouts. I'm assuming in terms of his route running, in terms of, throwing with how he catches the football in practice and so on, or at least off-season practice, of course, so I'm trying to say. Full team practice begins, okay? Spring ball begins March 3rd, and I look forward to hearing more about him as the time goes along, etc., all the way to the spring game at Cobb Stadium. So what about this kid is so phenomenal? So first things foremost, the reason why I think he could be another Cane great is, number one, his physical intangibles. He's really big. He's 6'4", 205 pounds. Probably gonna get bigger as well. If you remember the huddle video, the highlights, which I'm showing to you right now, he is a very, very versatile athlete. He could pull a ball in midair with one hand. He can catch the football. He has very good speed, very difficult to tackle in open space as well. He can pull a ball down, as I mentioned, good in open space. Dangerous, absolutely dangerous in the red zone. Of course, his height makes him that as well. It's like having a tight end out in the football field, all right, as well. Not afraid to go down the middle of the field. Okay, he could take a hit and keep going as well. Again, also you could go deep with him as well and go routes, etc. One-on-one coverage, he is going to be an absolute nightmare, as he's more likely going to win every single 50-50 ball you throw at him. His I don't have stats for his senior year. I was trying to look for them all throughout Max Preps and even on On3 and 247 Sports, but I went over his stats his junior year. I'll just repeat them for you guys. 50 catches for 835 yards and 9 touchdowns. He had an even better sophomore year as well. I believe almost 2,000 yards receiving for his career over at West Broward. So this is a very talented young man, a lot of intangibles. However, what the scouts are saying about him is that he still has to polish his route running. Again, he's a long guy, but he runs fast and he has long strides, so I'm not too worried about that. But that's one thing the scouts say about him, is that he needs to polish his route running a little bit. And also the way he catches the football as well. There's too many balls that end up in his body. Okay, instead of just using the hands, bring the ball in. A lot of times he catches it with his body. So that's the one thing that they have said about him. But listen, man, we have the best wide receiver coach in the country. All right, if there's anybody that can fix those things, it's Kevin Beard. So I think that once Kevin Beard gets his hands on him in practice and working with him more, I think you're going to see a very, very, very elite wide receiver to come out of the University of Miami. I'm looking forward to seeing this kid, how he progresses in spring ball. And I hopefully he is used in the season as well, because I do want to see him get some reps out in the field. That also depends on how we are playing, and it also depends on how much a lead we have against other teams, which we didn't have the lead on many occasions because our defense was just so bad. I know I say that a lot, but Lance Guidry's defense was a major disappointment this year, and a lot of true freshmen last year that could have gotten some run weren't able to get some run because we were always either playing tight or playing from behind to get the victory. So again, he joins the crew of JoJo Trader. He joins the crew of Nye Carr, Chance Robinson, CJ Daniels, and of course, you have Malachi Tony coming in and Dayton Upshaw as well. So it's gonna be a very, 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 very good wide receiving core. Low inexperienced. I do think we'll add one or two bodies more after the end of the spring game, now that we know who our quarterback is going to be starting against Notre Dame. But nonetheless, I am excited about Joshua Moore. I do think he's going to be the next great Cane, because from a long line of wide receivers, I think a lot of the guys that we picked up are going to be great. But I like I'm a big fan of tall wide receivers, being honest with you, like Megatron and those kind of guys that no matter where you put them on the football field, they're dangerous. And another thing about this young man is that you can still put him in the slot as well. He's very versatile in that capacity, not just a boundary guy. You can put him in the slot, you can put him in motion. So you could use him on a lot of different occasions. So that's what I like about Joshua Moore. And if if you're struggling at tight end, which I don't think we are, because I think we have really good tight ends and recruit well. I don't know how his inline blocking would be, but he's tall enough, and if he gains a little bit more weight, you could put him in the Elijah Arroyo capabilities, where if you want to use him in that position, that's what I'm trying to say. Not that he's a wide receiver. Don't get me wrong. I don't want to get any comments saying he's not a tight end. Stop saying. I'm not saying our tight ends are great, but I'm just saying if injuries happen or a guy transfers out and he's still on the team, and he's on the team in general, if you want to, because you have a plethora of wide receivers that are slated to come in the future. You got guys on the squad. You may want to rotate. He wouldn't be bad. He doesn't look bad if you want to put him in the Elijah Arroyo capacity, where he may be in line, depending on his line blocking is, of course, maybe in line, but you could line him up in the slot. You could line him up in the boundary as well, and he's just as dangerous. That's all I'm saying, guys. That's all I'm saying. Because we do have some depth at the wide receiver position, although inexperienced, still very talented. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for me. If you like what you heard, please do not forget to like this channel, share this channel, and please subscribe to this channel. God bless you guys. It's all about you guys. Thank you for watching 305 Sports Now, guys. Once again, I am Will. Bye, guys.